Okay, YouTube says that we are a go, so we should be live. Welcome back, everybody, to the Fast Renegade Pro Cup Series. Ready for action here for the second to last time this season. We've got a final three to decide here tonight. We're going to find out who's going to be battling for the championship elimination style here tonight. And it is not at Martinsville, it is at Colorado. The Colorado Speedway, I believe it is, officially known. Of course, this track is fictional to my knowledge, but all in all, though, should produce some tough racing here. Definitely going to provide quite the challenge here, and we're going to find out who all is going to make it to Phoenix. As qualifying comes to a conclusion here very shortly, joining me alongside in the booth, once again, Caleb Rose back up here again. The man who does it all, offline, online, you name it. This is your guy. He's like this Swiss Army knife of NR.
I love it all, man. This game just as a whole is just awesome, and definitely excited to be up here once again. Like you mentioned, we got the cutoff round here today, here from Colorado, and that definitely should be a lot of fun here to decide a championship. Colorado, definitely a very unique racetrack. Definitely nothing really like it. If I had to, I guess, take a shot in the dark of kind of what this track is, I guess closest thing I could probably say would be kind of almost like a cross between Bristol and Chicagoland. It's definitely very, very unique in its own right, and definitely should produce some very fun racing tonight here for our cutoff round here to decide a championship round.
I definitely think that the Bristol x Chicagoland comparison is pretty accurate because you got the back stretch which is curved, front stretch which is perfectly straight, banking fairly high but not super high. According to in-game, it is 18 degrees in the corners, from what I'm seeing. Track is 0.68 miles in length, and yeah, this is gonna be pretty interesting. Could be pretty challenging as well. Practice looked like there was a lot of moments of trouble going on, so we will of course find out how that could play into things. But before we get to the starting lineup, I will paint the picture for what we've got as far as the cutoff. I mean, it's actually pretty cut and dry here. Zach Ryder's, of course, advanced. He's won the first two races of this round. Randall Coleman is in on points. He's plus 30, and Don LaPrade is plus 24. And contrary to what we thought, he was able to make it at the last possible second. So he will get, at worst, 10th place points. Since we got 10 cars here tonight, obviously we got stages, so stage points will be awarded. And those stages, by the way, will be 55, 55, and 65 laps in length. So that pretty much puts everybody below the cut line in a must-win situation, bar none, end of story. Jeff Goodpaster, Josh Moyers, and Tyler Stallhood all just going to throw caution to the wind and go for it. So Josh Moyers, I think, has a very good chance of that. Jeff Goodpaster and Tyler Stallhood kind of been a step behind as far as their seasons, so they may have to try and break something out here to try and make that happen, but anything's possible at a short track, quote-unquote, kind of like this one. The front row, though, consists of Zach Rogers and Joshua Moyers. So we'll see what Josh can do with that front row starting position. Randall Coleman will start in third. Jeff Goodpaster, Tyler Stallhood, fourth and fifth. And then you got John Foreman and Drew Fast. Also starting tonight will be James Moore, Don LaPrade, and DeMario Chambers. Also coming out here to take a swing at Colorado here. This is a track that I have never seen before, ever. Caleb, I know that you've only really seen it in an offline setting, but all in all, though, it seems like it can produce a pretty interesting racing, but obviously the big unknown going to be how these actual drivers are going to be tackling it.
That's definitely kind of a big unknown. I've seen this track in play a couple times here in offline racing, but never in online. And It's definitely going to be interesting to see how these drivers tackle this racetrack. From the looks of it, it definitely looks like it's got quite a bit of a slippery surface, especially with the transition of the corners and everything. So it'd be a bit of a tricky track to, I guess, harness here. But I don't know, it should make for a pretty interesting race here.
Yeah, interesting indeed. 175 laps in length. Fuel window about 55 to 60 laps, so this will be a two-stopper. So we'll see what goes on there. I am going to very quickly, now that I see what I'm missing, download one of the car files that I'm missing, and I'm glad I noticed that before the race started. Got just enough time that I can throw it in there real quick. And then that way we'll be able to see all 10 beautiful cars on the racetrack here. At a very beautiful looking racetrack as well. This track looks absolutely incredible. Amazing details. It is a night version. So I'm definitely excited to be able to bring this to everybody. There we go. Okay. Get on and off here. That might throw things off just a little bit. Hopefully not, since NR stayed open. If so, then I'll find a way to fix it. Okay. Let me get this pulled back up. There we go. All behind the scenes stuff that no one's seeing, and that's for the better. Trust me. There we go. Alright. There was one car file that I was missing. I had to download it hyper fast, and I was able to do so. So, 175 laps. Potential for some mishandling race cars. But as Zach was kind of talking to us, he said that there will be tire wear, so you don't want to slide them too much. But tire or grip loss, which is basically where the lap times will slow down as a result of tire wear, is non-existent. All but, of course, I'm sure a lot of that will depend again on how the track is driven, and handling could become a factor. Let's go ahead and get to the live shot here, and just as my game crashes. Goody. Goody, goody. Getting back in. Well, if there's a time for that to happen, it's definitely just before the race starts.
Yeah, at the very least, that before the race ended up starting.
Yeah. Although, man, that's a bummer, because that means that I might miss the grid up. Because this track has a very unique grid up. Oops. I gotta open these back up. It's fine. We're doing it live. God. It hasn't done that in a while. But I guess this track just a little intense. Wow, I guess. Alright, let's get this all pulled back up. There we go. Okay.
Here we go.
Just about finished, everybody, as the green flag does fly.
Boogity,
Almost
boogity.
there. Boogity boogity. What a lovely disaster. Alright, here we go. We are live, and we are green flag racing at Colorado. And Zach Rogers will lead from the pole just ahead of Josh Moyers, Randall Coleman. And already we got a bit of a moment. Good past her. Up and just about in trouble. But a great save. As everyone looks like they're just trying to kind of figure out the track at the moment. Currently scored only 9 cars on the track. James Moore around in 1 and 2. Caution will fly early. As he ends up in no man's land. A caution out here early on for the 07. Get a quick look at what transpired there. Don Foreman actually looks like did not take the green due to a connection problem. Same thing happened to me. But this is the 07. Lets off pretty early there. Then just kind of pushes the car up the racetrack. Was probably trying to keep it pegged down to that blue line there. And the car was having none of that. Around she went. As of course, thanks to my game crashing, now the lap counter is not working. So when in doubt, there's a way to fix that. Black bar go bye-bye. Doing it old school.
No school like old school.
If you got the lap counter down here. And lights are already out, so shortened yellow flag here. But I'll tell you what, I think that 6 and 68 are going to be the 2 favorites in this race. The number 9 could be right there with them. Although, again, the 733, both pretty much in must-win territories. We'll see what they're able to pull off. The 68 in the same boat as well. Which, hey, if one of them wins, that's going to really make things interesting between the 9 and the 47 as far as who gets more points. Because if Dunn can leapfrog Randall, well, then it's Randall that would be out. Again, that is assuming if the 68, 7, or 33 win it, as we are back to racing. Oh, Dunn, hold on.
Rod.
Wow.
Sideways.
Big save there. And nicely done. He's going to slide in behind the 74. Alright, Donlon got in here at the last second. He's got no practice at all. So he doesn't know what to expect.
Fast, a big wiggle there right in front of him.
Wow, this track is eating these guys right now.
Everybody's slipping and sliding around this racetrack, and some drivers, I guess, still trying to get a bit used to the surface. Yeah, one of those drivers probably definitely being the 47 at Donlon. Of course, yeah, like you mentioned, showed up late, missed most of practice, but trying to get a hang of this track right now, doing a solid right now, running in the 5th position, and looking to go from watching the Cup Series Championship for Decider to looking to try and make the final round of the championship himself.
Yeah, he's up in 5th place right now, but even just by starting this race, that secures the fact that he will not get 5 positions back from last place, so he will not get a provisional, which will help him greatly as far as not needing to worry about anyone pointing their way in. So that's pretty much what puts all those guys in the must-win situation. Josh Moyers, though, is slotting into 2nd place right now. Again, I'm telling you, if there is anyone that can dethrone that number 6, this 68 has a very high likelihood of doing so if he doesn't bobble, as he has a big moment himself. Randall's going to capitalize.
68 was closing into Rogers there a little bit there, but had a huge bobble there through 1 and 2 and lost quite a bit of time. I'm going to hold off Coleman here for the time being, but yeah, lost about 2 to 3 tenths there to the 6 of Rogers.
Yeah, and Randall was not able to complete that move there on the inside. Tyler Stallhood slipping back just a little bit. Looks like he's kind of struggling for grip as well. Still running fourth, though. So solid run so far. And I'll tell you what, this track's a little rough. And even though, sure, the online, kind of the connection kind of amplify that a little bit, turns 3 and 4 especially, those bumps are real. So I'm sure that's also playing a part in upsetting these cars. Like you'll see Tyler hit a couple of them right there. And that will upset these cars just like they would in real life as well. So keep an eye on that. Turns 1 and 2 a little smoother, but still treacherous as James Moore continues to struggle and slide around. DeMario Chambers way back here. Those are the 9 guys on the racetrack right now. Top 3, though, all in a league of their own right now, pulling away, and 68 inching back in on Zach.
Joshua Moore is doing a really good job here, trying to close back in after that bobble to the 6 of Rogers. See what the gap is this time by. He's gotten back to where he was as he was closing in. Now closing a little bit closer, just about 0.2 of a second away from the 6 of Rogers. That 68 is fast, and he has a big opportunity potentially here tonight to win his way into the championship round. Right now on the outside, looking in pretty much in must-win territory. A little bit of a bobble there off of turn number 4, but right now looking to try and do everything he can to maybe even win his way there into the final round.
That's what he needs to do. He's minus 27. He's actually behind Jeff Goodpaster in the points. But again, with Donlon Pratt being able to make it here tonight when we didn't think he would. He was I'm pretty sure, yeah, indeed, at the Real Cup race. But sent a message saying, hey, could someone get my car in the server? We'll try and see if we can make it. Well, that wasn't even necessary. He made it at the 11th hour, and he is in this race. And I think the track's starting to come to him. He's starting to figure it out. He is breezed on by Tyler Stallhood, running 4th now, and is also finding himself now in the 19-second bracket on lap times. Yeah. So that's big.
He's figuring this track out.
Because right now, to my knowledge, I do believe that these top 4... Okay, no, everyone has run their best lap. Back to Drew Fast, at least, in the 19-second bracket, but most of them are currently... Oh, goodness, as we just zoom in on James Moore having another slide up into the wall, but at least keeps it pointing straight. But yeah, if you can consistently keep it in the 19-second bracket, that will pay dividends for you in the long run here. As we are just about 23 laps into this race. So not even halfway through this fuel run yet. Again, the 2-stopper fuel window looking like 55 to 60, depending on how you run it. Everyone right now, though, just feeling it out. You saw Randall Coleman lift really early behind the 68. Again, I'm sure that that is all by design of just feeling it all out.
Just getting a good feel for this track while it's still in the early stages here. And Randall Coleman, I think especially, just trying to look around a little bit. Try and maybe see if there's any other lanes. I saw him go a bit wide there. He turns 1 and 2. I wonder if he's maybe just trying to look around a little bit. Try and find out where the grip is. Could definitely really come in handy as we get into the later stages of this race. But right now, the top 3, all within a second of each other. You got Donlon Pratt there in the 47 up to 4th, and just ran his quickest lap of the race with a 19.911.
Impressive, even at this point in the run. So, yep, that track is coming to him. He is figuring it out and running fairly consistently, not quite on speed with these top 3, but still. Running fast enough that he is pulling well away from those behind him. That being Tyler Stallhood, Jeff Goodpaster, and Drew Fast. This is all a battle for 5th place going on right now. Tyler has kind of fallen back into their clutches. Again, these two also in the must-win scenario. Drew Fast just out here trying to get the best result that he can. Of course, moderate damage, so you don't want to smack that wall too much as we got DeMario Chambers getting put a lap down. And I either downloaded the wrong car file or that was not the correct one. And in the car pack, but that's okay. Happens to all of us. But right now,
It'd be
Zach
like that
Rogers
sometimes.
continuing to dominate.
Top three still staying really close to
Uh-oh.
each other as Coleman, just as I say that, Coleman lagging out.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. That's not good.
Wow. There he is.
Oh, he's back.
Oh my gosh, he was probably another couple seconds away from falling out of the server.
That was a close one.
Although, oh, you know what happened? He blinked across the line. He's now a lap down.
Oh, no.
The game did not register him there for that lap, and he is now dead last, and he's about to lose even more. He just disappeared again. Tough for Randall Coleman. He was right there with those two. But
yeah, it looks like it's going to be another lap. Man, that is such a tough break. Oh, nope, there he goes.
He's gone. Oh my gosh.
Ah, that's so unfortunate.
He's hearing out TeamSpeak now too. That is rough. And you know what makes that even rougher?
And yeah, he's only 20 or so points above the cut line, so
he's plus 30, so
maybe creak the door open a little bit.
Well, here's the thing. If Josh Moyers wins, Donlon could be up for the taking here because he's only 6 points behind Randall. If he jumps Randall and Josh wins, Randall's out.
Yeah, that could play out huge if one of these guys were to win this thing.
Yeah, Zach Rogers, he's locked, so that won't affect anything. So right now, Zach Rogers is Randall Coleman's best friend. I mean, they're already teammates anyway, but still, I think that plays even more into it.
Yeah.
How many laps down he's going to be when he gets back out there remains to be seen. And there's those bumps as we're focusing on Donlon Pratt right now. You see those bumps through 3 and 4. Man, that looks rough. Really rough. But he's doing a good job. There's Randall coming back out. But let's see. Oh boy. It's going to be like
maybe
6 down.
6 laps down.
Wow. And spins it right
around.
off the bat. Get it straight. Get it straight. Yellow question mark.
That's going to be a caution.
It is. But he caused it, though. Don't know if... I feel like the rule would probably be in place that you ain't getting no lucky dog if you cause a caution. But will he get all but one back? I mean, hey, here's the...
Really. Yeah. Mario Chambers' first car lap down.
Yeah, so DeMario would get the free pass. Regardless. It's just a matter of if Randall's going to get all of his laps back or not. I mean, he is the head admin, so he can pretty much do whatever he wants. I'm just kidding. We'll keep focused here on the top 3.
I can't really even put into words just how much of a tough break that is. Pretty much just completely out of your control.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen tonight a lot of people being plagued by connectivity issues. I guess you included.
Yeah, whatever that game crash was. Good grief. Wonder if the track has anything to do with that. Maybe just a little graphically intense or something.
Pretty sure the original one was, because I wanted to say, I think this is a condensed version of it.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Like, because when I downloaded it, it said small, so...
Yeah, I think so. What's up.
Because Randall's getting... So Randall, it does look like he's getting all but one. He's just opted to take a couple of them manually. Which, valid. If you don't want to have to sit there and just keep commanding yourself to get laps back. James Moore has stayed out this far. Which is... surprising, but hey, Getting a lap letter too. He's revving those rear tires as well, so don't know if he's just having some fun or if he's trying to set himself up for something here. Let's see.
I guess we'll find out here.
Oh, he's staying out.
I think he's committing to it. Oh boy.
He is committed to the bit. There goes Chambers to get his lap back. And lights are still on. Of course, this being I'm sure a track type short track, so cautions will tend to be a little bit longer. I think that shortened caution that we saw earlier was just that. It was shortened because these guys do run an EXE that does allow them to command when to go green. Like right there. Yep, you just saw it. Lights went out.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
We're pulling off to the apron.
And James said, no thanks. Valid play. James has been struggling so far here tonight. He's going to bring it down pit road with the pace car that will give the lead back to Zach Rogers. Josh Moyers in second. And into the restart zone we go, and we are back at it. Josh trying to hang with the six.
Stay with him.
He's going to continue to draw even on the quarter panel, but Zach will have the preferred entry. And we'll keep the lead for now. Don Pratt holds on to third, just ahead of Goodpaster, who's now up to fourth. Stallhood drew fast. There's Randall Coleman, who I think, okay, now he's down to 2. At least at the moment. We'll see if he gets one more there or not. Still a long way to go in this deal. It's only lap 44 of 175, though we did have a really good green flag run there of about 40 laps, or just under 40. And these lap times do click off pretty quickly at about 20 seconds per click, so it's kind of like Bristol in regard to the fact that these 175 laps will go away quite quickly if we continue to run under green, and then we'll start to see who's got the advantage. Of course, everyone did pit under that caution flag, so they should be able to go about to lap 95 on a tank of gas this time.
I definitely like you talking about it, especially at a short track like this, which is only about 1/10 of a mile longer than a track like Bristol. Laps can tick away really, really quickly. Almost pretty much like you taking a look at the lap counter, you look down, you look back up, and 5-10 laps have passed. So yeah, these laps going by very quickly, especially here under green, although we are not green anymore as we have a sizable crash here in turn 4.
Oh yeah, a couple cars, including the Stallhood. Drew fast as well involved. I think Demario Chambers may have also gotten a piece. Let's go ahead and find out. The Stallhood was the farthest back of the potential contenders. It was absolutely winning your must win, as he's side by side with Drew Fast. These two, I think, are going to end up making contact. Oh, Drew had to catch it. What an escape there for Randall Coleman. He threaded the needle. But then the 45 gets into the 74 there, as trying to check up at the 74 right in the middle of the track there as he was still sliding. It could have been a bit worse, but at the same time, yeah, contact incident. Unfortunately, with Drew Fast getting loose, catching it, and just putting it right up into that number 7. One more look here. There's the catch. There's the bump. And Randall Coleman threads the needle to get through. Demario almost had it slowed down, but not quite. Still on moderate damage. I don't think that hit should hurt them too badly. Which we'll find out in due time.
We're talking about a very bumpy surface here in Colorado, especially there through turns 3 and 4. And definitely wonder if, I don't think that had a result. So Drew Fast maybe getting into a bump and the car just a bit upset on him there.
Yeah, unfortunately so. We're coming around to take lap 50 this time. Caution number 3 currently out. And so far, wouldn't you believe it? Zach Rogers has been dominating thus far. Not much of a surprise there, given the fact that
I'm shocked.
I know, it's like unbelievable. You'd think that you'd think he's done this before. He's coming up on having done it 200 times in this game. And you get right down to it. 200. Which I'm sure there are other guys that have hit that number, but my goodness. It's probably going to take me at least another 30 years to get to that number.
That's why you never stop the grind.
Never stop the grind. I think in my 8 years of racing, I've won... I actually don't have the exact number, but I want to say it's probably around 30. Which, given how often I've raced, especially for many years where it was probably 3 times a week on average, not bad, but, you know, I ain't these guys, that's for sure. Green flag back out here. Zach Rogers, getting a pinch job
crowded.
there. Josh trying everything he can. But then he goes too high. Almost the wall. And Dunn may have a sniff there, but has to final line for the time being.
There's really kind of crowded Rogers there going into turn number 1. Unfortunately, it looks like that might have compromised his entry. Yeah, but way up the racetrack as we are back under caution.
Cautions breed cautions, and I think we may have hit that stretch. Maybe on Stallhood again, it looks like. Let's have a look here. Didn't lose a lot of ground. Let's find out. Oh, yep.
Oh, he had some help.
Oh, yeah. It drew fast on the high side here. Randall Coleman actually takes a peek underneath. Randall has to catch it. And then Stallhood had to check up a little bit after getting on the apron, and Drew Fast wasn't ready for it. And that was a quick recovery there for Tyler, but nonetheless, I think Tyler is probably not going to be too pleased with that 74 at this point. That's twice now. Twice in a row, no less.
What do you know about them short track tempers?
Yeah, even on the high banks. It'll get you.
They always seem present.
Hey, I'm sure we had plenty of that today. I know we definitely had it yesterday in Xfinity. Excuse me,
today you had
O'Reilly.
Fire Motorsports implode.
Oh, is that? Oh, I missed that part. I think the main thing that I saw was the wreck that was a wreck and then wasn't a wreck with Suarez.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert, everybody. Actually, come to think of it, yeah, who even... I'm not going to say it on stream, but I'm just going to quickly refresh myself on who the final 4 are.
I have to spoil. Shout out my goat, Todd Gilliland, top 10.
Oh, heck yeah.
Gilly.
Oh, man, that is a stacked final 4. Holy cow. Wow. Phoenix is going to be good.
Definitely going to be interesting, as is this race tonight as we're getting ready to go back green.
Here we go. Rogers, Moyers, LaPrade, James Moore. All right, let's see what Josh can pull off this time.
Dove it down into 1 and 2.
Oh, that's too high.
Too far deep into the wall.
That's not going to work. Then LaPrade now going to get to his inside. And Dunn going to get the advantage here on exit. 68 clips the wall again. Good job there by Josh for fighting as long as he did on the outside, but now just like that, No practice, LaPrade. Up to second. Golly, it just shows how good of a driver he is. Being able to get a feel for it. Again, we've had some good green flag runs, but some short runs as well, so he's able to figure it all out. He's doing a great job of it. And that's pretty much what he wants to see. He does not want that 68 winning at any means.
Definitely a big move there from LaPrade, especially in the championship aspect, because there's Moyers in a must-win situation and in a potential situation where if he did win, that could definitely put the 47 on the chopping block. So now LaPrade up to second, puts a buffer between Moyers and our race leader. So I have to see if LaPrade could maybe even chase him down. I have to see, but that 47 definitely has a lot of speed. See if we can try to run him down here. See got Randall Coleman in the 9 moving back up through the field, and he's
whoa, way up the track there. He
lost it.
He's back on the lead lap. But just about had a moment there that could have sent him all the way back again. With a 7 on the tail to 74. I wonder if he may break out the chrome horn after Crone. What am I saying? Caleb, how do you put up with my commentary?
There goes James Moore.
As Drew Fast just blinked out, yellow is back out for the 07. Looks reminiscent of the first caution. Oh my gosh, almost a carbon copy. Goes in the corner, turns in a little hard, sends that fella around, although this time it stays on the outside wall instead of coming down the track. Until he got it back going there.
Definitely proving to be a pretty unforgiving track at times tonight.
Very treacherous indeed. Okay.
Either on the cars or the connectivity.
Yeah. When the league admin has a problem like that, you know something's up. Whether it's his end or this end in general, as Randall has also said. Hey, come on now, we're all up here, let's go. Okay. This might be one of the shortest cautions I've ever seen. I love it though. I fully support doing this kind of thing where you can shorten these cautions and be able to dictate or extending them. I've seen that too if needed, so I think that's great.
It's almost like football. There's just a couple seconds left on the clock and everybody literally just runs to get back in place.
Yeah. Run a play here. Neat. What does LaPrade do now here on the outside? As we get her back going here, Josh Moyer is on the inside lane now. Is that clear once again?
LaPrade giving him a good fight.
That was close. And Dunn trying to hold it on the outside. Will get clear, stays ahead. Very impressive.
Very impressive indeed there at LaPrade.
Was not in the preferred lane at all and manages to power around, so now we'll see if he's got anything for the number 6. Try and run him down, and even though again it won't really matter as far as the championship goes, getting that W, which I know he wants bad after Las Vegas, came within a few hundred yards of winning that race, ran out of fuel, and let's just say in his interview you definitely got the full scope of his displeasure with that.
It definitely has a big chip on his shoulder after that Las Vegas race, and definitely looking maybe nab a victory and some momentum heading into the final race of the season. Definitely given some good leeway there heading into the final round of the championship, and I see him here tonight having a good run there. The 47 right now running in the second position, trying to run down Zach Rogers. Last time by was pretty even between the two, with LaPrade only running about 3/1000ths of a second faster.
Yeah, everyone looking pretty close there. Josh Moyer is slipping back just a smidge. Yeah, running a couple of 19.9s there, although, man, the 200 separating everyone in the top 3 there. Randall Coleman actually ran 0.2 quicker than all of them. So now he's back on the lead lap. And remember, he was he was keeping up with these guys earlier until he had that connection
Mm-hmm.
issue. So he's definitely one to watch for as this race goes along. If he can try to maybe get another position or two, if he can catch Josh and Dunn and all of them. Checking on through the rest of the field at the moment. Oh my gosh, battle for six. These two are inseparable. Makes me nervous. Yep, Stallhood giving some
It's a
grace there to
boiling
Drew.
pot.
Yeah.
Put these two together at one point, it might overboil.
Yeah, I wonder how long Tyler's going to be patient, knowing what's happened to him. But this ain't real life. These guys are actually able to talk to each other in real time and be like, "Oops, sorry, it was an accident." There's way more understanding, I would argue, in online racing, and dare I say sportsmanship?
Top four, pretty much about all under a blanket right now, all within a second of each other. My goodness.
All very even. And Zach Ryder is leading the way at the moment, but still with all of them right there with him, sticking right with him here really well. Heck, Josh Myers and Donlon Pratt ran the exact same lap time to the thousandth of a second that last lap. 19.869.
Hey.
As Josh again finds the wall. And still ran faster than Dunn, albeit by about 100th, but still.
Top four setting 19.8.
Man, this is cool. You love to see it when all these guys are this competitive. As we got 100 laps to go. This is good stuff, and I'm very happy to see it because yeah, this proves that all it takes is just one little bobble from any of them, and the door's going to swing wide open. And speaking of bobbles,
Just like
and
that.
leaving the
Just
door
like
open, here
right
comes
on cue.
Randall. Going to take that position. And Josh Morris slips to fourth, way up the track and has to catch it. And now he's going to have to try and recover.
This 9-car Randall Coleman might definitely be one to watch here. Has the fastest lap of the race so far up to this point with a 19.6. And yes, like you said, before he ended up lagging out there earlier on, that 9 was really fast, was able to hang up here in this lead battle. And now back up here once again and setting some really fast lap times. Last time by was the quickest car in the top four with a 19.7. That 9-car is absolutely on a rail. He's a man on a mission here tonight.
Yeah, I think he might be a little bit upset about falling out there a little bit, using some of that aggression to try and close in. He is already inching closer to that number 47. Caution will derail that a little bit, and
Too fast. I'll make sure to get the facts first before I say it.
I'm going to do the same thing. Nope, it was solo. It was by himself.
Yeah.
He actually got way out of Stallhood, so Tyler must have had something happen to him, and then boy, Calamity Corner is turns 1 and 2 here tonight.
Surely has seemed that way, and I guess, kind of like you said, maybe potentially bumpy track surface taking another one there.
As everybody down pit road here, lap 80 of 175. That is 95 laps to go. So should put these guys easily at one more stop from here. We'll keep an eye on everyone as how they emerge. Oh, Stallhood. Hey, I said he was going to try something. Well, he's going to try it. Oh, 3 wide.
Oh, who got that?
Because
it might have been Moyes.
Give it to Josh.
Oh, boy.
That's big. And now you got Stallhood out here trying something. Again, he's must win, so why not?
Yeah.
Why not give it a try? As he will emerge here into the race lead. He's looking at his past self and going, yeah, let's try something different here. And get that sleep token reference in there.
Yeah.
Hey, I love them so much that I now feel confident enough that let's just say let's just say I got some artwork done on me. Not of the permanent kind yet. Race car pulls down pit road here. Let's see what Solid can do here. Does have the preferred lane, a little shove there from Moyers. And he is on the bottom, but Zach Rogers, though,
swirly.
that 6 is just way too hooked up.
Boom, but sideways through 3 and 4. Coleman went way up the track. Try and stay clear. Cost him a little bit of time there. He gets stuck on the outside as well. He was stalled almost into the wall.
Can't believe he kept it off.
Pretty wide there for a split second.
Man, that's impressive. And he was even able to keep it off the wall. Didn't get wall glued up there. And now Dunlop Pratt trying to close in on the 9. Caution.
Back out
again. And I don't know for whom. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, we got contact James Moore and Demario Chambers. That's an odd one. What? That was quite the recovery there for Demario. That was actually kind of impressive.
360 kept it going.
Looks like James kind of, I guess the old zigzag scenario here. One zigged, one zagged. It's kind of the weird bit with the backstretch here is it's not straight. It is not a straight. It is slightly curved. Ever so slightly. So I wonder if James was just going up there to take the natural line, or the Mario came down there. It looked like it was kind of both. And back to the live shot here. Officially 90 laps to go. We still got, I believe, 25 laps until the conclusion of this current stage. And stage point's not mega important unless you're the 47 and the 9 in the scenario of the 68 winning, as we've already mentioned. You're fast on pit road. Will we make it to green flag pit stops? If we do, could be pretty challenging. This is a very interesting pit road to get onto, and it's a 50-mile-per-hour pit speed, which seems very high for a track like this, but if it can work, it's going to put on a very exciting show if we do make it to green flag pit stops. Either way, though, it's going to keep these guys pretty well bunched up. Josh has not been able to do much on that high side yet, but he's had plenty of tries to see what he can try and do up there. Let's see what he pulls off this time. Gets the power down. Keeps it clean, but still not able to challenge the 6. Oh, done. Hold on.
Hold on to it, buddy.
Wow. That could have been a big spin for him, but manages to hold on to it with great car control. Randall Coleman doing the same thing as he kicks out the rear end for 2.
Like I said earlier, these guys are just slipping and sliding those things around here.
Still impressive that they're able to hold on to it. But that's how out of control these things are. If you want to just run it smooth, you have to let off before you get to the start-finish line. How weird is that? But hey, that's the way to do it. And so far, this number 6 has been relatively unchallenged. He just ran his personal best of the race with the 19.750. and gets another tenth and a half clear of that 68. A little slide there for this Josh.
These guys just keep slipping and sliding here, but still a decent lap there out of Moyer's 19.9. Coleman, though, with a 19.8. Same thing for Donlon in the top four. They're going to kind of maybe form a little bit of a back here once again, but Zach Rogers trying to pull away a little bit there into that sixth machine as we start to come close to the end of the stage. Warriors close in just a little bit that time around. So did Randall Coleman there with a 19.7. These guys definitely have the pace. Question is, though, can they catch and pass the six of Zach Rogers? I think with the pace they've shown tonight, they definitely could maybe have the opportunity if they get to him. That, like I said, that's the big question. Can they get to him? Can they pass them if they can?
Well, there's one thing that I've noticed, at least from what we've been paying attention to. We've seen moments and bobbles and slides out of everyone on track, except Zach Rogers. That car has not wavered once. Not that we've seen, at least. It looks the most hooked up. He's got the most smooth steering inputs out of everyone that I'm seeing thus far. And he knows what's up. He knows how to get it done. Obviously. He's, absolutely dominated this season. And he's looking to do it yet again. Although still, though, I mean, remember, we did broadcast Indianapolis, and who won that race? It was the 68. So, Zach does not have the clean sweep on the channel with these fast broadcasts. Josh Moyer's big lap.
His personal best. He's closing.
7.21. And a spin there off of 4. No yellow.
No caution.
And everyone's still going, so not sure what transpired. But wow.
Now you got Moyers closing in, and he's drawing Randall Coleman with him.
Yeah. Ooh, got really close there. Top three getting more and more condensed. We're now well into the second half of this race. Man, look how even those two lap times were. Oh, he went a little too hard.
Oh, we got to spin again, and this time it's going to bring the caution out.
And it's the 07 again. It has not been a enjoyable night for James Moore, unfortunately. And looks like, trouble corner, bites him again. Bobble, up the track, trying to keep it off the wall, turns too hard. Around you go. Mario Chambers right there with them, so game recognized that and said, uh-oh. So we're coming around to 75 laps to go this time by. Do you pit? Knowing that the tire fall off is basically non-existent, and it looks like that will remain the case.
Like that's a split answer.
A couple guys there going off sequence, including a good passer in Stallhood.
Again, trying something different.
That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do when you're in a must-win situation like this. Heck, at this rate, I wonder if Josh will try anything. If the opportunity presents itself, of course. Although, you know that as long as Zach Rogers has that lead, he's keeping it pinned to that bottom lane on these restarts.
I mean, honestly, Joshua's, I think especially in that run, he showed that he can close in here and catch the six of Zach Rogers. But like I said, definitely going to be one challenge to catch up to him and a whole different park to pass him, especially with how stable that six car is looking, just how planted he is to the bottom of the racetrack. Just see what ends up transpiring here. But well, the six definitely looks really luckier for this racer so far. I think especially as we get into the closing stage of this race, he definitely could potentially have some competition here from the cars behind.
Yeah, the 9 looking very, very fast. The 47 also could have an opportunity, if it comes to him, to maybe try and get back up there. So definitely any one of these top 4 can win it. Top 3 especially. Again, just still give a big shout out to Donlon for pretty much sprinting his way into this race after being at Martinsville Speedway today. As we are going to come around to the green flag here once again. So that 47 having as much speed as it does has been very, very impressive to see. As here we go once again, lap 103 of 175. Josh up the track there again, and Zach Grouder's doing what he does best and getting clear for the race lead. Still remains side by side though for third. Oh, Stallhood.
Oh, way up the track.
Believe they saved it. Oh, Randall's on the track. He's sliding. What a save. Oh, look at this. Look at them split him.
Oh, goodness.
Great save, but track position now out the window for that number 9. That is the last thing he was hoping for.
See if he can maybe march his way back up, but he's probably...
Oh, that'll help. Oh, no! Gets into Stallhood and spins him. Boy, it looked like Stallhood was going to spin, but then Randall started going too. Oh my goodness. Another yellow flag, and yep, there's the 7 spinning, but yeah, the 9 was already losing it. He would have looped that thing all the way around if the 7 wasn't there.
So they just kind of got caught at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Honestly, I feel like
it's like he. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
We're talking about Moyers maybe doing something different.
And we just got another look there at the caution. Let's see, what we got? Oh, he's staying out.
Oh boy.
Staying out on the racetrack. As everyone else brings her in.
He as well, maybe?
That's 68 laps to go, I believe. That's 69, actually. Nice.
Nice.
Zach Rogers will win the race off pit road there. I don't believe they can make it if we go green. If we get cautions, Zach and company might be able to. Josh Moyers, I bet he is banking on those cautions. Hey, what though? Drew Fast also staying out.
So I got our front row staying out on the racetrack. Now this, it was already looking interesting, but this could definitely get very, very interesting here.
Yeah, Drew Fast hasn't quite been able to keep up with these guys. Josh Moyers hard on the clutch. As the lights go out, these guys are getting formed up here real quickly. And we were coming around to take lap 109. What can Josh do? Oh, great restart there. Yeah, he's gone. That was not a good restart there for the 74. He's going to really check up down the Pratt a ton. Jeff Goodpaster to his inside. How about that for the 33?
Goodpaster making himself known now up here inside the top 5. A couple cars.
Oh, he gets into him.
Put him in the wall. Now here comes LaPrade looking to take advantage as Coleman.
Oh, that's a full looper. Gonna collect the 74 and 45.
No caution.
What?
No caution. Okay. You know what?
Okay.
Oh, this game, man.
This game. I mean, I know there was no one coming, but there were 3 cars sitting there. Wow. Okay. We race on, and Zach Rogers is already closed.
Rogers already on the back bumper of the 68 of Joshua Motors, but we've seen so far tonight that as long as you can keep the car planted on that inside lane. Track
Oh,
positions key, but he slips up there through 3 and 4.
but Zach not able to capitalize quite yet. We said that tires wouldn't make much of a difference as far as lap time goes. I do feel like handling will play into that, though. And Josh right now just absolutely driving the wheels off this thing, trying to keep his title hopes alive. The problem is, he's got over 60 laps to try and hold on. That's a long way for what he's trying to pull off. But he's doing it so far.
Especially if the rest of this race goes green, which we'll see if that ends up happening. But especially if it does somehow go green the rest of the way, it's definitely probably not good on fuel. So,
well, guess who's clutching?
Ooh, I heard that thing shut off.
Oh yeah, we may get lost.
That thing shut off.
This might be Las Vegas 2.0.
Oh
and
boy.
And we know that he's saving fuel this time, unlike at Talladega. After we slightly butchered our calculations. Gesundheit. Sorry, that was my my camera assistant over here. She sneezed. I don't look proud all over this, all over the bumper of this number 6.
Kind of got lost in the chaos of that restart. We probably fell back a little bit trying to kind of filter through everybody there, but he's closed up here on this top 2, and 47 definitely looking quick as well, and especially with the 68 out front. That's probably maybe a bit of an unnerving sight there for LaFrade.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, he definitely has more stage points than Randall, though, by a skosh. I don't know if it's enough to make up the 6 points down on Randall that he is, as Demario Chambers is going to go all the way up into the wall to let these guys by. So, I don't know. I mean, as they run, let's see, Randall's...
Oh, a bobble! Big bobble!
Randall scored 7th. And, oh, doors open, but not able to walk through it. But boy, that was a 20.2 there. Yeah, good save, but once again, the top 3 all get condensed. Down the Brad, going to try for the pass.
8 to the inside.
Yeah, it's as you said, yeah, Dunn is right now, he's got his heart in his throat seeing that 68 out front. If this run goes green, though, he can't make it on fuel. The 6 maybe could, but, oh man, he's still got to save so much. At least based on the lap, fuel numbers that we were told about pre-race. Yeah, he's still on the clutch, so he's trying, though. Might as well try it.
Knock on wood. If this thing stays green, this is about to get insane.
Yeah. I don't think the 47's clutching as much. Yeah, he's not clutching at all, so... Not sure if he's just biting the bullet and saying, you know what, I'll just head to Phoenix. Because we know that 68 will have to pit. He's probably hoping that this run goes maybe a few more laps and then we get a caution. Because then he can pit with everybody, and then that will put everyone on even playing field. And then he can run and not have to worry about it. Because a big part of why he has a bit of a gap is because of that 6 clutching.
Yeah. That's allowing the 68 to pull away quite a bit. Yeah, I'd say Moyer is definitely probably banking on a caution flag.
Which, admittedly, should have happened.
They're all clutching. They're all clutching. My game just went completely silent there going into 3.
Randall Coleman just got up to 6th place. So that will mitigate at least a little more of the damages in relation to him in the 47. As, yeah, both of them thrown in the clutch now. 50 laps to go, now 49 at the stripe. Josh Moyer's not saving one little bit.
And they are absolutely just throwing those clutches in. And yeah, Moyers is really starting to pull away in that 68. So yeah, I think he's banking on that caution flag coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And as this run's going along, Rogers will probably maybe starting to maybe try and think about what if this run goes green to the end.
I think that's exactly why they're doing what they're doing. They're saying, hey, you go ahead, buddy. You burn your fuel up. Because we know that you can't make it. And bar none, he's not going to be able to make it. Since he didn't pit there at all. So I am 100% thinking that these two are going to try and make it to the end. And goodness freaking gracious, this could turn into Las Vegas all over again. Dylan Pratt does not throw in the clutch that time. He's being a little more conservative with his clutch. Zach Rogers being very aggressive with it. And all this, Tyler Stallhood's still running fourth, by the way, which is pretty impressive. And Jeff Goodpaster was fifth, just got passed by Randall Coleman, who's on the charge back forward after that incident. They still can't believe wasn't a yellow.
That was... I am not throwing a yellow for that one was a bit of a choice, but...
And the game says nah. But man, if Randall was still up here, though... I mean, I'll tell you what, he's running them all down. Although he may also be banking on a caution because I don't know if he's going to be able to make it either. Since he's just running flat out.
Mm-hmm.
Moyer's still pulling away. About a tenth or two per lap. That time was a little more even. Let's see, yeah, he's running beautifully consistent lap times. Like right in that 20.0. Oh, James Moore, watch out here. Got way up into the wall and caught it. Man, Zach is on that clutch hardcore right there. I bet he's going to make it. At the rate that he's essentially off, he's got no power for like probably a third of the lap. The amount of fuel that you'll save when you're saving that much is insane.
I mean, it's honestly kind of crazy. I mean, you can hear when they all slam in the clutch. I mean, like I said, the game just pretty much goes completely silent when they all slam on the clutch, turn the engine off. A bit of a bobble there out of Rogers. Kind of clipped the apron there going into 3 and 4.
This is the first time I've seen anything like that from the 6.
But this is definitely getting very, very interesting as this run goes along. And the possibility of this thing going green to the end definitely could be a realistic possibility. We'll have to see if this run continues on. But oh boy, this is what a race this has been here from Colorado.
We've seen short runs, we've seen long runs. We're in a long run right now. Still got over 35 to go, so it's far from over. As far as who's going to end up where. Josh Moyers, though, pretty much committed to his strategy. It's just a matter of when he pits. But, yeah, it's as we've been mentioning, when you're in a must-win, why not go crazy with your strategy? And that is exactly what he's done. Caution is out. Is it James again?
James Moore.
Oh, boy. Oh, this is big for Josh, though, if everybody pits.
That is exactly what Moyers wanted to see.
Oh my gosh, carbon copy part 3 for James. Turn 1. Yeah, we'll get just that one look here. Let's go ahead and cut back to the live shot. Josh pits. And yep, everyone else...
Stallhood.
These competitive cars are going to do the same thing, except for Stallhood. Same deal. Gotta win it. So why not? Why not roll the dice? Say, see you in paradise. That was a president reference. I'm full of rock and metal references today.
It's like everybody taking tires here on the pit lane. And boy, who's going to come out in the first place?
Yeah, he was well ahead.
Rod in third. I'm
You
sure
know who else?
Coleman definitely very excited to see that caution come out as
I
well.
I was just about to say he is very. Oh,
And LeProd coming back down the pit lane.
Did James Moore just rage quit? I just saw him slowly drive into. I'm not laughing. I swear that just looked really funny because I just saw him drive straight into the attenuator. That almost looked like a rage quit. Oh boy, Caleb, we've got Tyler Stallhead and Josh Myers on the front row here.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. Going to be 33 laps to go. You're at the stripe. I feel like this could be the old cautious breed cautions trick. Let's find out here. Tyler's actually going to pull down and out of the way. He said, I don't think I can do this. And he gets out of it.
And that's going to put Moyers up to the lead, still side by side for second as LeProd gets him to the outside wall.
And Randall Coleman is ahead of Dunn. So that is not good. And of course, again, all this assuming that the 68 can hold on to it, although Randall way up the track. Zach may be looking to get around him.
Moyers trying to pull away there in that 68. Coleman now up to second. Rogers down to third and LePron in fourth. Second through fourth, all in a line right there.
Oh,
trying to run
no!
down that 68 as there goes Stallwood. And caution
Not
is back out.
again. Guys, you want to know who got into him?
Don't tell me.
I'm going to tell you. That Valvoline machine. Oof.
Oh, boy.
Same piece of real estate. Again, I'm sure there's no actual hard feelings there, but oh man, it starts to get a little bit like, ugh, after a while. I bet you Josh probably didn't want to see that yellow. He was checked out pretty well there.
All the chaos there on the restart definitely gave him a lot of breathing room there. And yeah, now it's going to bunch everybody right back together. And arguably probably the four fastest cars we've seen tonight are going to be starting 1 through 4 here on this restart.
The fact that it's Josh Moyers and Randall Coleman up here on the front row now this time. Oh, man.
This could definitely get interesting here.
Yeah, for sure. Because now they're all on even playing field with the tires. Everyone's good on fuel to the end. Yeah,
it's game on now.
It is game on. I would be very curious as to how aggressive Randall's going to be. But at the same time, yeah, you know that his main concern is going to be that 47 if the 68 stays out in front here. And that's kind of what we've been beating that horse to death, but it's true. It's like, that is going to be the big thing. These 6 points that separated the 9 and the 47 coming into this race may end up actually playing into who goes home and who goes to Phoenix. Mario Chambers gets a lap back. Again, I'm pretty sure the 47 will have the advantage on the stage points, from what I recall. If I'm really that desperate, if we get another caution, then I may go back and see where they completed lap 55 and 110 at. I might actually do that. If we get another yellow. I will do that. We will get the accurate numbers as best as we can. Trying to paint the picture here, but here we go. Back to green flag racing.
Oh, a good
What a
start by Coleman.
restart! Oh, but he's got the longer way around, and wow, what a power corner there for Josh.
Rogers going to slip to the inside here through 3 and 4, up the track a little bit.
Wow, great job
Still
there.
holds
Hold
it on the bottom.
Jeff Goodpasser took a peek on Donlon Prad there. And Zach going to be pretty conservative there. Although way at the track there went the 9. Although Randall clear. For now. Not anymore.
And he will clear.
Nah, there he goes. Great run off that corner there. Donlon Prad takes a peek. Not quite well.
I'm going to get to the quarter pen.
Yeah, he's there. Got the shorter way around the bend there on the backstretch. And Zach Rogers now trying to defend. Donlon Prad files in line. We got 24 laps to go. And Josh Moyer's looking to punch his ticket. I actually hate when they say that during the broadcast, but I just said it. Oh, big lap there.
19.5.
Oh, Randall! After he just ran his fastest lap of the race.
No.
He just ran a 5.72 and then spun. Unreal. Second place. But it happens again. It strikes him again. And now that may have put him in jeopardy. And you know what? Hey, we're under caution. So as promised, let me see where everyone was at. Let me go to lap 55. Because they completed that lap under caution. Actually, they completed the stage as they took a restart there. And yeah, Donlon Prad was... that would be 4 positions ahead. 3 positions ahead, okay. So Donlon Prad gained 3 points on Randall after the first stage. So that gap went down to 3 points. At the conclusion of lap 110, if it'll let me go there. There we go. Looks like he gained another 1 point. I gained 2. So it's a 1-point difference.
Ooh, Moyer's under fire from Rogers. Oh, Rogers loose.
Oh, he went back green. You should have said something.
Oh, I thought I did. Don't know
No, you're
my
good.
mic unmuted, my bad.
Oh, no, it's okay. And I also realized I didn't have my whole screen up during that whole thing, so... My goodness, all amateur hour all over the place.
Here comes Rogers, a little bit up the track goes Moyers.
Oh, yeah, he goes up there. Boy, if you're Zach Rogers, I feel like if you're Zach, you almost got to be thinking like, okay, who do I want in the final 3 with me? Would I rather have Josh or Randall or Dunn? And that may dictate how he races. I know that would be going through my mind. A little more smoke there, and
More smoke.
yeah, a lot of smoke there in 1 and 2. I believe that may have been James Moore again, assuming that he went back out there because I just saw him disconnect from TeamSpeak. I do believe, yeah, he is out of the race. The only retiree so far in this whole thing. Oh no!
Oh no!
Just lost it! And he's looping it all around into the inside wall. Yellow not out.
Oh no.
His championship hopes just ended with that.
Yeah, that might do it for him. That is. Oh man.
Game over 68. All it took was a bobble. Wow. And Zach was pressuring him. And he pressured him into a
too
mistake.
deep into one.
Yep, too deep.
Oh, but now we got a caution. He's around again.
Oh, you're serious. Oh, on the front stretch this time. Let's have a quick look here. Yep, another time losing it over those bumps. Round he goes, gets hit by Chambers. Oh, boy. Well,
oh man,
this is looking like a done deal at this point. Oh, Zach's gonna. Oh, goodness. Interesting.
And once again, looks like Drew Fast and Tyler Stallhead maybe, and Goodpaster.
Well, hey, Goodpaster's in the same boat. You gotta go for it. Did Randall just disappear again? Randall's gone.
Uh-oh.
Not again. What a night for internet issues. Yep, he just fell out of TeamSpeak.
And there he goes from the server. Oh man.
Oh boy. Well, you know how I said that it was looking pretty well cut and dry? Oops, Jeff Goodpaster says, never mind. Tyler Stallhood stayed out that one caution and then opted to bail out. Well, now you're gonna have 10 laps to go here.
Yeah.
You gotta try. You gotta go for it.
Yeah, especially now with us restarting probably here inside of 10 laps to go. Yeah, I agree. I think you gotta go for it.
What else is going for it here is Drew Fast. He's not even in the championship picture. And yet, he's looking to try to get a sneaky W here. And Don LeBrad, even if the 7 wins after all the issues that Randall has had tonight, Don LeBrad's probably sitting there going, okay, I'm feeling better now. Because he gained points in the stages. He's going to be gaining points now. So even if one of the win and you're in scenarios play out, Don LeBrad, I think at this point, is in a prime position to jump Randall Coleman and make his way into the final 3. As Randall's back out there. I don't know how many laps down now. He's showing -2 at the moment. It might even be -3 when we cross the stripe. It's going to be 9 laps to go. And the 74 and the 7. Trying to go for a race win here. Again, the 7 has to win it. How aggressive are the 47 and the 6? Let's find out. That was not a good restart at all. Oh, as Chambers just about pushing up the track. Not a good restart at all for the 7. And now the 6 is going to try to take this race lead back. Stolen all over the place. Rogers with the preferred lane. I think we'll probably get him here. Not quite yet.
Too fast, putting up a fight.
Putting up a great fight. Considering
the 47 of LeBron.
Oh yeah, he's there.
Fast still on the quarter panel.
Still with him.
Oh, that's gonna do it.
Wow, spinning almost. But great save. But man, Dunn has not lost any ground. Look at Dunn try to arc the corner.
Oh, that was a good arc.
Oh, he may have a shot. Not quite yet. 6 laps to go. Donlon, Zach Rogers going at it for the race win. Both guys, as they run, will be in the final 3, as will Randall Coleman, to go for a championship. But with 5 laps to go here, the win could very well be on here. Zach goes a little defensive.
Still all over the back bumper as we come to take 4 laps to go. He's got a race peaking.
Zach sends it in pretty hard there to try to defend it. Side by side here off the 2.
He threw him a dummy.
Oh, he's sliding. But Zach also pushed up the track. Zach with the run stays clear. 3 to go. Oh, lock up. Didn't expect that one. I think that may have done it. Oh, look at him send it.
It's not done.
Goodness. I can't believe he made the corner. Oh, little apron that time. Drew fast. How about this? Zone on the 3rd. Caution's going to come out here as Josh Moyers goes upside down. Donlon with the desperation send. It's not going to work. And Zach Rogers wins it again. Drew Fast is going to get 2nd.
Oh, my word.
What a finish. Albeit coming to the white flag, not the checkered, but still. I think Dunn said, throw caution to the wind. I'm going to Phoenix anyway. Who cares? But Zach Rogers has done it again, as we're going to take the checkered and yellow flags. That Liquid Death number 6 back to victory lane yet again. How about Drew Fast? With the strategy call of trying to put himself up there with a shot at the win, he fought Zach hard for it. And will emerge 2nd after Donlon with the big send. Credit to Dunn as well. I mean, like we said, no practice, nothing of the sort. And will get 3rd and was right there fighting for that win with the 6.
All right, Zach, what you got for us this time?
What do you got here, man? Burn it down here at the Mile High Colorado Speedway. Oh, that's sweet. Man, that was awesome.
I did not know what to expect going in, but that was a crazy race. That did not disappoint one bit. Wow.
Not at all. That was awesome stuff. And Zach Rogers sweeps the round. Drew Fast 2nd. What a job there. And Donlon 3rd. Tyler Stallhurge 4th. And Randall Coleman 5th. So that should pretty much make it official. Zach Rogers, Donlon, Randall Coleman will duke it out for a shot at the season title here in the Fast Renegade Pro Cup Series. Credit to Demario Chambers for 6th, Jeff Goodpaster, Josh Moyers after going upside down, and then James Moore, the only driver out of the race. Everyone else, though, finishes on the lead lap. We'll get a quick look here at the incident there that brought out that final caution on the last lap. Oh, goodness, it got even worse. Randall and Josh were racing it up here. Randall loses it. Little NR physics sends Josh Moyers flipping. And not ready for it was the 33. Once again, physics take over, sends that 33 flying, and kills his motor. Shocking results, says Jack Merkel.
That is.
It's crazy results, I would say. Just
That's in our online physics at its finest right there.
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, not too shocking about Zack Ryder's winning, but just the matter that he had to do it. Dunn had every bit that he was giving him a run for his money there. That was awesome. That was a fun night all around. I am super duper delighted. So we'll get a word with at least our top two finishers. Don't know if Dunn's going to want to talk or not, but regardless, he's going to have a shot at the championship next week. Of course, we will be bringing you guys coverage of that in a week's time from Phoenix. Hopefully, Caleb will be able to join me once again because Caleb, as always, man, these are such a blast getting to call these with you, man.
These have been so much fun, and tonight especially, that was an absolute movie right there. That was a spectacular one, and yeah, definitely looking forward to hopefully being in the booth next time out at Phoenix. Because that stakes are going to be even higher. The stakes were high tonight, but next week out, it's going to be for the whole shebang. It's going to be for the championship, and that ought to be an interesting one. That ought to be a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely on that one. That Rogers guy, that Rogers guy is good. He might win a lot of races one day. Yeah, he's only got like 200 at this point. So yeah, I'm sure he's got another 1,000 in the repertoire for him. So I don't know. We'll see what's in the future for that Zach Rogers guy. Maybe we should ask him. But man, first we'll get a word with this guy.
User was moved to your channel.
And this is the number 74 of Drew Fast. First off, Drew, do you copy?
I sure do.
Well, strategy call ends up putting you in that position to fight with Zach there for a little bit. You were running third, Dunn sends it, and you're able to pass him there at the last minute for second. Dude, that is an
Yep.
incredible result for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't so much of a strategy calls. I just literally ran out of tires, so I didn't have anything else to put on it. But um, yeah, it took me like 3/4 of the race to figure out the track, and finally the last little bit, I was actually running competitive lap times there and keeping up with the leaders close enough to take advantage of the send in the last turn.
Yeah, yeah, it was. And even then, man, you were inbound there for a third place finish if everything stayed as it was. But I guess I'll just ask you, man. Getting to battle with Zach there for a little while. You stayed side by side with him for a good lap or two, which at this track, no matter who it is, that's a tough deal. So, and just kind of tell me what's going through your mind at that point and what you're trying to accomplish. Obviously, you're trying to stay with him, but yeah, just what's it like being able to fight for the win there?
Yeah, I was keeping up keeping side by side with him until I got really loose in one of the turns and lost the spot to him and Dunn. But yeah, it was just I finally at that last 20 laps or so felt confident in actually like attacking the track and not just trying not to wreck it the whole time. So yeah, just a lot more confidence in the car in those last few laps and that last restart, and knowing that I could actually keep up with them.
Yeah, building up the confidence. I guess that'll be one other question for you is the track itself seemed like it was pretty treacherous. It caught out a lot of guys, including some very fast guys. But but yeah, like you said, kind of as you went along, you were able to build some confidence. What was it like out there? Because yeah, like I said, seemed pretty slippery.
Yeah, it was tough. The car would just all of a sudden just come around on you, even when you weren't expecting it at all. Especially on the entry, it was just really not that steady. A lot of not a lot of grip. So
Right.
I know myself. I spun a few times at the start of the race, and then I just kind of spent the middle half just deciding, okay, I'm not gonna try to like put up the lap time. Just gonna try to not wreck. And I think that mentality kind of helped because once the end of the race rolled around, I was able to be more comfortable with it and kind of figured it out a little bit. So
It definitely showed, man. Seeing you up there, that was pretty impressive. I'll turn it over to Caleb. You got any thoughts or questions for Mr. Fast?
Well, definitely have to say that was a crazy race out there tonight here from Colorado, and definitely have to say that was a really gutsy strategy call there, especially there towards the end of the race. But hey, you managed to make it stick, managed to hang on there, and even managed to bring it home there with a second place finish. So definitely have to give you big props for that. What a race tonight, and hey, a great finish there out of you tonight. Second place, definitely nothing to scoff at there. So fantastic job out there tonight, my man.
Thank you very much.
Drew, before we let you go here, man, whatever closing thoughts or shout outs that you would like to give to the people and the viewers watching, the floor is yours.
Nothing in particular. Just shout out to everybody who's still around racing these. A lot of fun.
Hey, plain and simple, man. Great race tonight and a great runner-up finish. Hopefully it'll be another good run for you at Phoenix. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you then as well.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
User was moved out of your channel.
It was Drew Fast, runner-up for tonight. And again, big props to Donlon Pratt on the third place there, and a great battle with Zach. But it is not enough to
User was
stop
moved to your channel.
the absolute unstoppable force that is this guy.
Hi, by the way, after me, you can drag Randall down here
Roger.
since he made the final three. Pretty sure he did.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Anyway, it's about me now.
It's all about you, and wholeheartedly so, because once again, man, another dominating performance, albeit Dunn gave you a heck of a run for your money there at the end. What was that like?
Well, it's starting to make me regret taking two, since anytime I take two, everyone takes four, but anytime I take four, people take two, and I lose 3 spots. So I felt like two was the way to go, though, because there was so little grip loss. It just was a teeny bit tight on entry, but it was all right.
Just another walk in the park there. That's what it sounds like, but
not really. Not at the end, though. I was driving my ass off.
Oh, I could tell.
I mean, he could have got me there at one point.
Yeah, you got to your inside there. You guys were having a great battle. It was great to watch. Another case where you two were going at it. There have been a lot of times that we've seen that, and like Vegas, and now tonight, without the fuel mileage there at the end, even though it looked like it was going to come down to fuel mileage there for a while. Were you going to be able to make it if you kept clutching?
Yeah, I was going back and forth, trying to save the right front a little bit because it was just so tight when you got on the clutch. So I was trying to save the right front a little bit. So I would clutch it until I was 2 to the good. Then I would stop for a little bit, clutch some more. And it was looking like it was going to eventually be like, yeah, like you don't need the clutch anymore. Like you'll be half a lap 1 to the good. Josh got lucky with that yellow because he had not pit. That's why he was just driving away.
We kind of figured that he was trying to go a little bit off sequence because, he was in the must win. Pretty much everyone was. So he definitely had the best opportunity at it. Unfortunately, had his bobble, and the goose got honked. So,
yeah, I'm a little. I don't like calling out my teammates, but I'm a little disappointed. Both of my teammates are choke artists tonight. I was literally going to be content. I wasn't going to force the issues because we were all pretty even on pace. Like it was Josh in the lead and Randall second, and I was going to be third. And if Josh won, it was going to be close between Randall and Dunn. So I wasn't going to push the issue on getting by Randall for second unless he bobbled. And he went and self-spun into turn 1, which I guess ultimately it wouldn't have mattered because his internet acted up again after that anyway. So that sucked. He just couldn't catch a break tonight. And then I wasn't going to push the issue with Josh. And then Josh did the same thing. Well, technically, actually, Josh heard me downshifting because at that point I was like, well, I might as well push for the win and make it a little fun. And then he tried it. It might have been the first time he tried it. And if you don't do it just right, it gets real squirrely. And unfortunately, it got squirrely on him. And he wiped out of my way. So I was like, back to the lead.
Back to the lead you go. Oh, man. But All in all, though, man, you're heading to Phoenix. Obviously, I'm sure the expectation is, hey, let's go get that championship. But I guess all in all, any particular expectations, knowing that it's Phoenix that you're heading to, flat track like that, and a track that if are they using the same version, or is this going to be a different version that they've used before?
It'll be what we ran last year. It's the 2023 track that's at night. So,
Ooh, even better.
hopefully there are no frame rate issues with that one, but it'll be all right. Yeah, I won the race there last year. I don't know if any changes will be made to the INI, but there was like no tire heat last year. And when I mean no tire heat, I mean I don't think my right side's got over 190 last year. I mean, it was basically like tonight was like there was tire heat tonight, but it was like no tire heat. I don't think we had much fall off at Phoenix last year, and it's CTS. So, but there is a bit of a high line in 1 and 2 after the dog leg, and then a little bit of 1, 3, and 4 coming to the line. So that might make it a little fun. You might see some good runs develop from people running the outside. I wish we were running cup physics, because when I made the release video for the track last winter, it's so much fun in cup physics. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, it's so much more fun in cup physics. But yeah, expectations to win. If we lose to anybody, it better just be the 9 car, because he's been a great teammate this year, great competitor. I really don't want to lose it to the 47. I'll tell you that. I've had his number for most of the season. He's got me once or twice now, and like, Dunn's a great rival. He's a good friend, but man, I do not want to lose this championship to him. Like, if I'm going to lose, I better be losing it to the 9, but we're going to try to get it done. But I think I was talking to you last week. Winning this race might have not been the greatest idea, because now I've won 4 in a row again. And every time I've won 4 in a row, something has happened in the race to prevent me from winning the 5 in a row. But hey, maybe this is the perfect time to finally get the 5 in a row in the last race of the year. So we'll see.
Go out with a bang. Best you can do there. So, of course, best of luck heading into Phoenix. I'll turn it over to Caleb if you got anything for our race winner here tonight.
That was certainly a very interesting race here from Colorado. Definitely a very interesting track going into this race. Didn't really know what to expect for tonight, but y'all put on a fantastic show. And that was a fantastic performance there out there tonight. And man, I gotta wish you the best of luck going into the championship round next week. Get it done out there, my man.
Looks like Randall fell out again. He's not. He says something's been going on with the internet in the area lately, so just his luck tonight.
Hopefully it doesn't happen next week. But I mean, hey, we still got a couple minutes, so we'll see if he's able to get back in, and then we'll try and get a word with the other gentleman who will be in the final 3 next week. But for right now, though, I'll turn it back over to Zach if you got any other closing thoughts or shout outs you want to give. Your buddy Jack Marco in the chat.
Dunn went to bed. He had a headache, so you're not going to get to talk to him until next week. Maybe before the race, you can do something.
That's
Could
fair,
maybe
yeah.
set something up. Maybe start the stream 15 minutes early. Do some pre-race interviews. I don't know. Figure that out.
Going to races, it'll drain you, man. So I definitely gotta applaud him for showing up tonight after everything.
Yeah. The fact that he made it was pretty sweet, and was as competitive as he was too.
Yeah, well, like I said to you guys before the broadcast went up, there wasn't a lot of tire fall off tonight. So pretty much once you figured it out, and you were good to go. But I'm going to dedicate this win to somebody. I don't usually do this because I don't usually have a reason to do it. But I'm dedicating this win to Dylan Young. Dylan's father passed away yesterday. So thinking about Dylan this weekend. So this one's for you, Dylan. I don't know if he'll watch this broadcast or not, but this one's for Dylan, and I think we'll be dedicating some more stuff to Dylan's dad, Lance Young, this week. So yeah. So thank you guys for the broadcast. Thank you, Randall, for the league and being a great teammate, team owner. Let me represent first team here. Got to thank my painter, Cody Lamas. He finished one of my new logos this weekend. Looks really good. So be able to officially show that off to some people here soon. Andrew, I'll probably DM it to you to let you get the quick inside scoop. But not going to announce anything quite yet because I still have to make a Facebook page for it. So, but yeah, shout out to all the drivers tonight. It was a crap show, but yeah, I guess it just doesn't matter how many cars you put on this track. The setup did have a lot of wedge taken out of it, so I feel like if we were to ever come back here, we need to run a tighter setup. So a lot of guys just couldn't get into the corner, especially in turn 3. So yeah, we'll see who the best man is next week. As I've said all year, I am dreading something to happen to me, so hopefully that doesn't come to pass. But if I'm going to go down, I'd like to go down head-to-head. No accidents, no PC gremlins or anything like that.
No, best of luck to you, Heather, for heading into Phoenix. Of course, we'll be watching you, and it'll be also awesome to have you in the booth then for Hobo on Tuesday night. Of course, we're looking forward to that one. So, but best of luck, and yeah, as you said, may the best man get the title.
All right, on.
User was moved out of your
Riders
channel.
with the win. Since we won't be talking to Dunn, we'll actually get a word with
User was moved to your
the
channel.
third gentleman that will be battling for that title, as mentioned before. And that is the head honcho of this whole deal, Randall Coleman. Randall, do you copy?
I got you for right now.
For now. Yeah, I saw a couple times that unfortunately the gremlins bit you. But all in all, though, that car was bad fast. A couple times that the grip kind of got you. But at least in tonight's regard, I'll just ask you, like I said, that thing looked pretty fast, but how was it feeling out there for you?
Yeah, it was pretty fast. The only bad thing was we overdrove it a little bit a few times. So, it great car, great. I like this track. I liked it last year when we ran it. Come back, felt pretty confident, coming in tonight to last season. Me and Zach kind of raced each other, and then we wound up getting in a wreck that kind of knocked us out of contention last year because of the different rules. But we were able to, come back, have something fast, go out there and be competitive for the most part. And I think Zach said it the best earlier. Me and Moyers both found a way to shoot ourselves in the foot tonight.
Well, I mean, things did kind of work out in your favor because, yeah, based on those points that I saw there, had Josh won it, you would have been out. So I guess some things happen for a reason.
Yes and no. So with that finish there, because I caused that last wreck, I lost. Went to the last place, so I finished 8th in the running order. That's with that place finished. Now, if we would have finished with Josh winning and I finished 2nd, and Zach being 3rd and Dunn being 4th, I would be done by 2 points. So it was basically a 6-point swap right there, and that's how Dunn got that 6 points. So it's it'd been cool to have all 3 cars in the final 3. We got 2 in there, so I mean, hey, we got a 66% chance, or 66.66666% chance to go out there and win it. But definitely feel bad for Josh. I know he missed one race because of his trip and everything, but came back, ran a pretty solid race. He had a little bit of a mishap, and then I just drove over my head at the end and got into him and basically ruined any shot that he was going to have and any shot that I was going to have. So, still lucky to make it into the final 3. We're going to go out there and hopefully that curse of 5 in a row kind of bites Zach in the butt.
Yeah, he was mentioning that. I guess last question I'll have for you. Heading into Phoenix, what are you hoping for on your end? Obviously the championship, but at least from a race standpoint, kind of knowing what you're heading into. You ran this track last year, from what Zach was saying. So, what are your hopes as far as the race goes?
Hopefully the race goes really well for everybody that comes out and races next week. I feel like what we have there with, I'm sure Zach hit on it because I know he really wanted to run Cup and we run CTS on that one. But the setup that we have there is pretty darn good. I think it makes it a little bit more, the field more tighter, makes it a little bit more competitive. So it kind of just puts it up in the air, like you still are going to have your guys who are going to go out there and perform well every week. But with that closer competition and everything, you never know what might happen. Hopefully nothing happens and we can run the race clean and the best one win. But with what we have for that track, the combination and everything, hopefully it'll be a good race, especially for you up in the booth next week doing this championship event. Maybe we could see some really good battles.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. So best of luck there, and good job on at least recovering for a top five, despite all the gremlins. Just before we let you go here, I'll turn it over to Caleb. If you got any closing thoughts here for our head guy here heading into Phoenix.
I definitely got to give you a lot of credit there for that performance tonight, especially considering everything you went through there during that race, all those connectivity issues and all that. Kind of ashamed to see, especially considering it's all pretty much out of control, but still managed to overcome all that. Still brought home there with a good finish, and we'll be in it with a shot at the championship. So fantastic job out tonight, and man, I wish you absolutely nothing but the best of luck next time out of Phoenix, man.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, we want to go out here and we want to beat that 6, even though he's our teammate, and it'd be cool to still have a championship under our belt again. In this league, it'd be even better to go out there and win in the 9 car.
I get you, man. So best of luck heading into that one. Of course, since we have you up here, if you want to give any further closing thoughts or any shout outs, whatever you want to the viewers out there, you have the floor.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to you guys for coming out here, doing these last couple races for the playoffs and stuff. I know Zach was behind a lot of that to get this show posted out here for everybody to watch. Kind of a disappointing night with the yellows and stuff. But at the end of the day, you have those races, you have that stuff. But can't thank you guys enough for coming out here, putting this show on. All the other drivers who show up every single night. I know the fields have started to slim down because of the end of the season and everything, but we still have people who come out here and commit, people who come out here and race every week, and can't appreciate them enough for coming out here and doing that. Gotta give a shout out to Zach. That man has put a show on this season, and he is definitely, even though he's a teammate, he has motivated me to go out there and try to be more competitive and basically take the gloves off and get up on that wheel and go at it. So having him and Josh both as teammates is unbelievable. So I can't thank both of them enough to be there for me every single week, push me, motivate me. Gotta give a shout out to my girlfriend. She's probably currently upstairs sleeping, but she puts up with me, lets me come out here and get on here and race with everybody. So, gotta give her a shout out. If I don't, she might yell at me.
Well, best of luck to you at Phoenix, my man. And yeah, we're just hoping for a good show. But just have some fun. That's the bottom line.
Yes, sir.
User was moved out of your channel.
That was Randall Coleman. He will be fighting for a championship alongside Don LaPrade and Zach Rogers in a week's time. Caleb, closing thoughts on what we saw this evening and what you're hoping to see heading into Phoenix.
Like I said, that was quite the interesting race tonight from Colorado. Like I said, didn't really know what to expect going in, but it turned out to be a very fun race, and definitely a very interesting race here for a cutoff race. But the challenge of this track kind of played into it and made it quite the treat that it was. And got to say, very fun race here, all things considered, here tonight from Colorado. And after all that's said and done, we've got our championship drivers decided, and definitely going to be very exciting to see Rogers, Coleman, and LaPrade going at it next week at Phoenix. Definitely ought to be a interesting one that time around as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing if we might see quite a competitive battle next time out of Phoenix. Should be a lot of fun.
A lot of fun that we will have. So we will see everyone here, same time, same place, in 1 week's time for the finale of the Fast Renegade Pro Cup Series. We'll see everyone on Tuesday night as well, as we are winding down the Hobo season. They are at Homestead for their third to last race of their season this coming Tuesday. And then, of course, PRL coverage will continue this coming Saturday night on the 1st of November. Until then, a thank you once again to Caleb Rose for joining me. And thank you to the guys at Fast here for letting us come on by, showing their support, and making this happen. So we'll see everyone in a couple days for Hobo, and we will find out who the champion for the Fast Renegade Pro Cup Series will be next Sunday. Thank you all for coming by, and have a good evening. Take care. Bye for now.